Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to our lead developer, lead idea guy, and lead evangelist for Ali. His name is Calvin Froge.
Right. So the Hawaii tour market is divided into a couple segments. First are the small providers. These are the guys in the harbor down at Ward. Now, these guys are buried in paperwork right now, right? The reason they're doing paperwork, the reason they've got spreadsheets, paper spreadsheets, calendars all over the wall, notebooks, is because they're not aware of superior alternatives. And to be honest, there really aren't very many. Mid-market providers, there's a couple of these in the harbor at Ward. These are companies making a couple $1 million a year, maybe a couple charter boats, whatever. And the problem for these guys is the software that they must use right now. So this is the A3H sign-up form, okay? What is this? Print out and mail or fax back, and this is a software company? That's not acceptable. PonoRes, this is their reservation software end, okay? This is their schedule a demo page. What is this? This is not acceptable. The problem for enterprise is Sabre, and companies like Sabre, who charge enterprise level tour providers millions to hundreds of millions of dollars for accessing their APIs. We're talking about companies who are putting tons of money into developing their own IT infrastructures because they're paying hand over fist to these big data aggregators, GDS systems. So the market is Hawaii first. There's plenty of that here. Then the rest of the world. There's a couple startups out there that I think are doing a decent job in building good APIs and good user experiences. Checkfront is one of those. These guys are in British Columbia. Resgo is another. Also in British Columbia. So I'm just saying, BC's got something going on. Strategy. I want data. I will do anything to get that data. The type of data I want is the packages that tour providers are providing, the reservations of those packages, their customers, etc. Basically, the data that makes their business go on a day-to-day basis. That's my supply. I will give these guys free tools, iPhone apps, web apps, productivity software, embedded systems, whatever they need, okay, to make sure that they can run their business in a more effective way, so that the small guys can get away from paper, so that the mid-sized guys don't have to drop $20,000, $30,000 building their own system because A3H and PonoRes are not acceptable. I want to get their data, and I will build whatever I need to make these people use my systems. So, once I get that data, so here's examples. Hotel concierges would use something like this to search for data. The previous screen was an iPhone app that someone might use. Once I get this data, I distribute it to my channel partners. I do advertising on AdWords. I push offers out to Groupon. Right? There are lots of revenue opportunities that once I get the data. Build in all kinds of tools so that people make sure that things go according to plan. I think there's a huge payoff here. $80 million a year total, I think, is acceptable. Yeah, so anyway, I want $5 million to do this. I'll give you 10%. We can go over that revenue model I didn't get time to talk about.
I'm going to give you guys a break. Tell me about the revenue model.
Right. So we've got individual reservations, right? This is essentially how Sabre, which used to be a division of IBM, has been making money since the 60s, okay? They're charging people literally dollars to tens of dollars per fulfilled reservation. So I can charge 20 cents, okay? Your average tour business is doing anywhere from a couple dozen to a couple hundred reservations a day. 20 cents on a reservation is far less than a credit card processing fee. It's nothing to these guys. In volume, it's everything to me. Okay, the other angle is once I've got the data, I can go out and do marketing to help send these guys businesses. They're already doing affiliate arrangements with, their existing customers, with hotel concierges, with online travel agents. They're already paying for referrals. Why wouldn't they pay me for referrals? If I've got both sides, both the providers and the tour agents, the aggregators, etc., using my interfaces, using my data, then I can insert myself as a middleman as well in the relationships that are already established between the tour providers and the agents, aggregators, etc., and get part of those transactions as well.
So if I'm Hyatt or Marriott and I have all these concierges, what's the benefit to me?
As a customer, as a guest.
Yeah, no, as the tour, the concierge is booking the trips.
Yeah, so right now, you go to the concierge probably has no idea who's going to pick up the phone, who isn't. They're going to say, what do you want to do? And then they're going to start looking for options. But they don't have a streamlined, sophisticated way to find not only an option that meets your needs, but an option that's available right now.
Okay.
Good job, Allie.